Las Vegas. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the ninth-year QB out of Eastern Illinois, author of 2 magical playoff runs in the last 3 seasons, Jimmy Garoppolo.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 17 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance.
He's got a man complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Here we go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And it's caught. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down. But the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about does all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. The Niners at 11-4 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. And now they'll throw with Lance. And this one complete to Will Fuller. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 23 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Flushed out right. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Throwing on first down is Lance. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
McCaffrey following the penalty. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now on 2nd and 16, Lance. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers are on the board first here in Vegas. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. As we find ourselves in Week 17, he's already well over the 1,000-yard mark. So there's no pressure there. We'll just see where this final tally ends.
And I love what you just talked about there. There's no pressure. There's pride, right? So the higher he can take that number and rank with his peers, everyone wants to be number one. He wants to put post that number like a good golfer, right? Post the best score and go to the clubhouse and kick back and see if anyone can match it.
Well, and he's the go-to guy here out wide. We'll see what they can do with him in this game. Defensively, they have a big challenge on their hands. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance.
Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got down for a hold.
Yeah, one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
On play action. Now Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Next possession now for Trey Lance and the Niners. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass. Here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down.
Ready.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lance. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
On fourth down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. Oh, nice move. It'll be a 45-yard punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend of the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:50. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Cleveland Farrell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Garoppolo now. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance with a tap forward on a jet sweep. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, and that's good enough to extend the drive.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Let's go down.
Working from the gun. Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I should have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Play action, Garoppolo. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Here we go, here we go.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Here we go.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's caught left side, Myers with it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To throw is Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
And he's got it. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to our eat. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On play action, Lance. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Lance to throw it. Here's Fuller with a catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Lance. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 21. 51 yards on the ground for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
2 yards on the play. First down, 49ers.
Ready, set.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Johnson's got it complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the Ravens able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. The open man here, Renfro. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
And I believe that that gain on third and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
Lance now on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw. Steps away to his left. Connects with Fuller on the crossing pattern. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
If we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Let's go.
Lance and company going on 4th down. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First down, San Francisco.
Here's Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders 16. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 24 yards. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
To the 49-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Garoppolo. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The offense on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And what they do know is that they'll be playing at home come January, at least for one game, as they have locked up the NFC West.
And everyone wants that top spot, partner. We know that because that guarantees you home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But whether or not that's in the cards or not, you have to be impressed with how this team is played.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Throwing on first down is Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Lance looking to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Garoppolo on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. The slot man in motion right. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. That one looks like he'll throw here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This to perhaps salt this one away. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by 10. 1:39 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. To throw is Garoppolo. Able to connect with Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35.
Here we go.
Garoppolo to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The dime worked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Lance looking to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for San Francisco, they solidify their spot in the playoffs as they run their mark to 12-4 on the year.